Thielen.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Here we go again. Here's another measure to exempt a department, this time Department of Transportation, from our land use and environmental laws. I'm rising to speak, I vote against the bill and to deliver some remarks.
Please proceed.
Thank you. Mr. Speaker, if you take a look at the bill, House Bill 2613, and I'll read from the purpose clause. The purpose of the measure is to assist the Harbors Division of the Department of Transportation in more efficiently implementing needed maritime projects by exempting submerged lands within the state commercial harbor systems from the permit and site plan approval requirements as they relate to submerged lands within a conservation district. Why on earth would we want to do that? I mean, that just is astounding to me, that as we sit here today in this legislative session, this is, I think, the 5th bill, possibly the 6th, where we're exempting state projects and exempting entities from our environmental laws. This just doesn't make sense. The bill in its body says all work involving submerged lands used for state commercial harbor purposes shall be exempt from any permitting and site plan approval requirements established under Chapter 183C for lands in a conservation district. It just doesn't make sense, Mr. Speaker. I don't know. I'm sorry. I mean, I keep looking back to what the Democrat majority set forth 30 to 40 years ago in our state, and what they set forth to say that we need to protect Hawaii's environment. They recognize the importance of Hawaii's environment. They didn't say, oh, well, it's okay to exempt this or exempt that. They said there's a process you can go through. If the project can be legitimately done, meeting that process, then it will go ahead. But to just sit here and with bill after bill saying we're going to gut our environmental laws and exempt things. I don't know where people are coming from. I mean, I don't think it's a generational thing. I know I was fighting Department of Transportation for on the Stop H3 case about 30 years ago. I was involved in that case for 12 years. And it was because Department of Transportation made bad decisions and didn't follow the environmental laws. So we stopped the project in the courts. And then our senior senator went to Congress and said, exempt H3 from all laws.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker. This has nothing to do with the bill. It's talking about harbors.
Representative Thielen, please confine your comments
that
to
wasn't
the
an
bill.
underwater project, but it should have been, Mr. Speaker. This one deals with Department of Transportation, and that is the department that is in this bill. So the department itself has a history of not complying with environmental laws, and so then we come up with this, saying, okay, we'll exempt them. And it just does not make sense, Mr. Speaker. I mean, if there were some legitimate reason for health, safety, emergency, there are procedures for that. And those procedures even then can be followed. But to just do this wholesalely for a department that has been known for, well, certainly for 30 years. During those 12 years, we kept winning in the court because Department of Transportation was violating environmental laws. Now we say you're exempt. And I vote no.